G'day folks, welcome back to Pete's Investing. It's April 12, 2024. This is the natural gas, copper, iron ore and crude oil technical analysis. This is our heat map, and as you can see, first off with natural gas, on a monthly we're still bearish, on the weekly we're neutral, and on the daily it's turned long ever so slightly. Crude is being bullish across the board, except recently it's turned neutral on the daily. Likewise copper. And iron ore is bearish across the board and it's turned bullish on the daily. So with nat gas first off on the daily, zooming out on both the daily and the hourly chart, you can see here we're very much oversold on the daily, and on the hourly it's broken up slightly and hitting the 25 point area. We need to see it break up near the 50 area to be more bullish on natural gas. And don't forget, with the heat map, we're still bearish on the monthly and it's turned neutral on the weekly, so some level of hope so far. Now if I zoom in on the daily first off, you can see there it's been stuck in this range now for a number of weeks, and it's actually bounced down from this minor resistance at 2058, and it's actually broken down below the VWAP 50 line. On that dotted line there you can see we did have a bullish divergence here, higher lows on the CCI versus a double bottom on the price. It's actually bounced from there. So again, positive on the daily, but again neutral on the weekly on the CCI 150. On the hourly chart, there's a lot more volatility, and you can see there I've got a lot more bullish and bearish divergence, and you can see there targets hit on each of those. That's a bullish divergence there, the target hit there, another little bearish divergence there, a bearish one there between those highs, and then more recently we had a bearish diversion here versus higher highs on the price, pull back. It didn't break below this was the 61% level. So if I was to draw a Fibonacci between that range, that's where our target area was, and you can see there it didn't reach the 61% retracement level, which is a positive. So it's a slight positive in terms of bullishness. There was a bearish divergence there, albeit lower highs, minor bearish divergence versus higher highs on the price, broke down, and that hit our target between that range. You can see there that was between a 23 and a 38% level. This one actually bounced just below the 61% level, so just be careful about going long. I personally would like to see the weekly as well as the daily bullish before taking any long trades on any instrument. And so here on the daily we have just touched the it's just broken above on the daily CCI 150, above that moving average band. So I'd like to see both the monthly, weekly and daily preferably, and that's neutral at the moment on the weekly and bullish on the daily. So this is US crude. Now before I look into the detail, let me just zoom out on both of those. You can see there it's bounced off the 50 level of the stochastic market forecast indicator, so it's giving us a bullish signal on the daily. And US crude, don't forget, on the monthly and weekly, as per the heat map, it's showing bullish movement on the monthly and weekly. And on the daily, if I zoom in, you can see there it's broken into that moving average band, so it's giving us a neutral positioning, so just be careful about going long. On the 1 hour chart, it's in the oversold territory, so we may see a bit of a pullback. And again, I'd like to see the daily turn bullish before taking long trades. And you can see there the CCI is still dropping off versus the price. We had a bearish divergence, came down, hit our target, and it's still bouncing off that 38% level. Remember, the Fibonacci range is between a recent low to that high where the divergence started executing, hit our target range between 23 and 38, and it's currently bouncing around the 38% level. So again, I'd like to see the daily break above this moving average band to be more bullish. In that case, the US crude will be bullish for all monthly, weekly, and daily. But at the moment, the daily is neutral, so I'd wait for that to break above to go bullish and on US crude. So similar to crude, high-grade copper is bullish on the monthly and weekly. Let me just zoom in. So zooming out on the CCI, the stochastic market forecast 1600, it's actually bounced off that 50 level, so still bullish movement on that one there. On the hourly, it's reached the overbought, and it's starting to bounce to the downside. If I zoom in on the daily chart, you can see there it's hit this resistance at whatever that is, 43,568. So just be careful of any retracement. It's still above the VWAP, but it's on the CCI, which is our main indicator for trend. It's broken into this moving average band, so it's giving us a neutral signal on the daily. Remember, it's bullish on the monthly and weekly. On the hourly chart, again, we had a bearish divergence here. Price broke down, hit our target area, and if I show you the Fibonacci, that would have been probably to, I think it was this one here. So around the 23, that would have been, so let me just do this. That low there, that was a 38% level Fibonacci, between that Fibonacci range, and it's actually bounced off the 23%, making further highs. So that's a positive, although I want to see the daily break higher above that moving average band to be more positive and bullish. By that stage, we should see the price break above this resistance if that continues to the upside. But just be careful of a pullback, because that CCI 150 on the hourly is still dropping off. For iron ore, on the daily, let me zoom out first. You can see there on both the daily, it's broken down past the 50 level. Remember, iron ore on the monthly and weekly on the heat map is bearish. And on the hourly chart, it's broken down past the 50 level as well, bounced off the 25 and making some slight movement to the upside. So again, iron ore is bearish on the monthly and weekly, but bullish. You can see there it's broken up above the moving average band, so it's bullish on the daily. So this could be a start of a reversal possibly, but again, I'd wait for the weekly at least to turn bullish before taking any long trades. On the hourly, again, it's more volatile with divergence. You can see there bullish movement, higher lows on the CCI versus lower lows on the price, bounced up, and it's actually broken above the 61% level of the Fibonacci range. So a bullish signal. So we may see in the coming hours or days, the weekly also turning. Let me just show you the weekly while we're at it. So you can see there the weekly still bearish, and it's just touching that moving average band. So it may turn neutral in the coming hours or days. So I'd like to see this break above that moving average band to be more bullish on iron ore. To support us more, go to the Patreon page for Pete's Investing, where we also do weekly scans of blue chip shares that are trending along on a longer and medium term timeframes. Feel free to support us there, and we'll see you in a future video.